This is the axle control pawls and shift cams subassembly. We have the axle, we have 4 identical springs, we have 4 unique control pawls, and we have shift cam A, shift cam B, and the control pawl retaining ring. We will be using Castrol CLS00 grease. First, put a dab of grease on each spring hole. Then insert a spring into each hole. There are 4 unique control pawls. They only fit one way in the axle. Lay a bead of grease in the seat of each pawl. Slide the control pawl retaining ring onto the area where the pawls sit. The 4 different control pawls are unique and they only fit one way. You'll note there's a curve on the bottom of each one that sits in the axle where you put the grease. Slide one end of each control pawl under the ring and then work your way around, installing each pawl in sequence. Once you have all the pawls in place, make sure the springs are not deformed and are underneath each pawl. Then slide the ring down working each pawl under the ring. Until the retaining ring snaps into a groove, and then each pawl works properly and the springs are not popping out. Flip the axle over, and from the right side, which can be identified by the linear grooves along the axle, slide control pawl B on with the B facing to the right. Depress the pawls and slightly rotate the shift control cam until it slides onto place next to the control pawl retaining washer. Then A goes down, again the letter facing to the right, and work it on by depressing the pawls. Line up the 3 tabs together and gently rotate them, and you will notice it operates the pawls. At this point, it doesn't matter the orientation of the shift control cams. All that matters is that the 3 tabs are lined up. And then you're done.